First, let's pay homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming, to the lineage Guru Venerable Liao Ming, Master Sakya Tsung, the 16 Dharma Kings, Eminent Skalwa Karmapa, and Master Dukden Dorje. Homage to the three jewels of the altar and the main deity of Homa, Namo Padma Kumara. To Simu, all Dharma Masters, and Duten City Rinpoche, all Dharma lecturers, Dharma teachers, Dharma assistants, temple directors, and our special guests today from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Republic of Taiwan, Secretary General and Mrs. Liao. From Indonesia, from the Kementerian Agama RI, Dirjen Bimas Buddha, Dr. Andis Dasikin. From Academia Sinica, Professor and Mrs. Zhu Siyi. And from the Ministry of National Defense of Republic of China, the Reverse Command, the Vice Director, Colonel Pan. And from Taiwan Government, the Chief Secretary, Mr. and Mrs. Tsang. And the councilman from Taichung City, Ms. Wu, councilperson. Attorneys, advising attorneys to the Tribhuda Foundation, Mr. Zhuo, Mr. Luo, and Mrs. Huang. From the Zhongshan Medical College University Affiliated Plastic Surgery Department, the head professor, Dr. Tsang. From the Charitable Foundation, Lai Su Wang, Mr. Li. And from the professor groups of Tribhuda School, the Special Professor Wang Jingxian, Professor Wang Li, Professor Hong Xinyi, Professor Cai Guoyu, Professor Gu Haoxiang, Professor Lin Xiuji, Professor Ye Shuwen, and Dr. Yu Jiangcheng, Dr. Liang Chaofan, and Medical Dr. Li Junan. From Taipei City, Jimisa Council Advisor Ms. Jie, and the representative of the council person of Tainan, Cai Wangquan. Worldwide Lotus Light Charitable Society President, Master Tsang Ren. And from the Taiwan Lotus Light Charitable Society, the President Li Chunyang. From Bhutan, Namgal Kampu. From Malaysia, Sarawak, Mili Ocean Dragon Temple, the Abbot Qinglong, and group. And a famous entertainer, Mr. Tai Ziyan. a well-known singer, Mr. Sing-nong, and a famous dancer, Miss Liu Zhen.
My university St. classmate
Mr. and Mrs. Zhu, and a notable entrepreneur from Hong Kong, the Datuk Kenneth Loy and Mrs. Loy. Producers for the Kenny Densan Xintian from CTITV Taiwan, Dharma sister Rebecca Xiaqi. Producers for the Great Perfection Dharma, Havajra, and development stages of Tantayana, Master Lian Yue.
My sister
and my sister, Miss Lu Sengmei. And the bouquet that was sent by the candidate for Taipei Mayor, Mr. Lian, and the mayor for Taichung City, Mr. Hu Ziqiang. There are many other groups that send greetings, and we would like to offer our gratitude here.
Thank you for coming, everybody. Good afternoon and domo konnichiwa.
Good afternoon in Japanese. Thank you in Korean.
Selamat siang, selamat datang.
Indonesian, selamat siang, selamat petang. Malay.
Hola, amigo.
Spanish.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
And France.
Sawadika.
Thai.
Ni hoa, baka hoa. Mbaya.
Cantonese.
大家喜欢许多地呀，几地来啊？
Eat more. Help yourself. Thank you for coming, everyone. Good afternoon. How do you do? In Taiwanese. Today we perform Padma Kumara Homa fire offering ceremony, and we all know Padma Kumara, so there's no need to explain. As a Buddha school disciple, we all know about Padma Kumara. And last week, when I spoke, I said that I never beat my children, but my children beat me. But I did not mean my children, Fo Qing and Fo Qi. They don't dare to beat me. They always obey me. What I meant by that is, as a guru, the guru is like the adult, and the disciples or my students are like the kids. And there's some students that's unavoidable. In a basket of apples, there would be a few that are rotten. that in a class there would be a few students that are naughty and troublemakers. Especially Buddha School is such a big group. And of course there's some who skip classes, who left home and never returned. And there's some who created rumors and fraud. There are 5 million disciples to Buddha School. So of course there's some who left home, and there's some in Buddhism we refer them to the the rotten ones. But it's okay as long as they come back eventually. So because sometimes they turn and shoot, so Grandmaster is the target of the shooting. It is unavoidable that such things happen. Ever since the ancient time, it happened to the sages. Especially nowadays, it is quite common. So I make an analogy like kids beating me. So Simu especially made an international phone call to ask me to clarify this, to make sure that Foqing Foqi and Jaden Jin are cleared of this misunderstanding. Because when I talked last week, I didn't mean that, so I didn't realize, because I wasn't thinking of them. They don't dare to beat me. So in reality, I also never beat two Buddha school disciples. Frankly speaking, gurus of the modern days are most afraid of two words: their students, their disciples. Why? Because you don't dare to scold them. If you scold them, they leave. If you beat them, they would sue you. If you don't scold them, sometimes they would make an offering. But if you scold them, maybe you cut off your offerings. So that's a severe problem. So I'm most scared of my students. So it is easier to be students, but not to be the teachers. Why don't we ask the professors here? They are often on the underhands. So Simu asked me to clarify that I didn't mean to refer to Foqing, Foqi, Lu Hong or Lu Jun. But not when Jaden or Lu Hong was small, he was crawling on the floor and entered into the kitchen. And he loved to play with the pots and bowls and plates and the spatulas. or the utensils in the kitchen. So I was crawling behind him, and then all of a sudden he took a spatula and he turned and crawled toward me and then hit my head. So it's like he is giving blessings to me by my own grandson. And I was pleased because immediately I was enlightened by being hit on the head by the grandchild. So that's the clarification that was requested by Simu through international phone call to me. That for Qing, for Qi, Lu Hong, and Lu Jun are my most beloved. And one more, and there's someone that I love even more. My Simu. This, we all know that ever since True Buddha School was started until now, for 40 years, 4 decades, Simu has always been supporting it. And this time she did not return to Taiwan. I felt really, really bad inside my heart. A lot of people ask me why Simu is not back here with us. Because the family doctor told her that if Simu continues, she would be exhausted, or she suffers from fatigue. She is losing weight. But I heard that ever since I get to Taiwan in Seattle, she slept really well every night, and she started to gain weight. She told me that after I left her, she's sleeping better, very well. Of course, I miss her. As soon as I got to Taiwan, the second day I started to cough until today. But as soon as I am seated on this Dharma seat, that I stop coughing. It's very interesting. As soon as I'm seated here, my voice returns to normal. But as soon as I leave the seat, I started to cough. I cough and cough and cough. And there's some disciples who feel really sad hearing Grandmaster cough. I called back to Seattle and I kept coughing, and she's crying hearing my coughing, because when I made the phone call I would cough, so I don't make phone calls very much recently. It's really bad coughing. And the Secretary General Liao also knew that during dinner the other day I cough a lot. But as soon as I'm seated here, It's very strange. No more coughing.
没有了，好像
It's
好好
gone.
的。
I'm fine. I look fine.
这个是，但是我的咖啡啊 ，no kidding, it's true， 是的确是非常真实的哦，咳嗽的很厉害。
But I really cough really badly. But not when I'm seated here. What happened? And then when I perform with the Vajra bell and scepter, it emit light. And when I perform mudra transformations, they also light. And they also light emitted by the whole body. It's interesting. Is it because of this chair?
I don't know why。唔知啊。
I don't know why.
那可能是所有的弟子加持。
Maybe because all my disciples bless me. Om Mani
非
Padme.
常感谢啊，非常感谢所有的
Very
生活中
grateful
弟子加持
to all True Buddha
坐在
disciples who bless me, so that as soon as I'm seated on the Dharma throne, I'm completely fine.
念一段这个密教大圆满。
Now let me read this book, The Great Perfection Dharma of Tantrayana.
这个莲生上师的创意领先真佛宗。
So Guru Lianzeng founded True Buddha School not to establish yet another school or special school, but to spread Buddha Dharma.
是其他的宗派，也不舍其他的法。
To spread, to perform goods, to never discriminate against other schools, to never forego others, and to establish the authentic Dharma using convenient, skillful means.
道教
Therefore, True Buddha School is a good auxiliary power to Buddhism, Taoism, and all other religions. So that's what I wrote in this book.
上面一个真字上面，
And the key here is in true,
不隐瞒，
in the word true. I never
我都会讲出来。
cover
哪不
anything.
会有些人不讲？
Even when I cough, I would talk about it.
但是
Like when I cough, I would say it. Not like some people
都没有
that will not
什么
tell the truth. So ever since I got off the plane until today,
方啊，
I still suffer from coughing, and I have tried everything,
去看了耳鼻头，
and all the natural remedies, and I also went to see doctors for throat,
这个小
nose, and
啊师兄
ears, and also the Dhamma brother Xu Hongchun. He is a pharmacist and also a Chinese medical doctor,
有化痰散，
and he gave me Western medicine, Chinese medicine, and some powder, the phlegm, to dispel phlegm and everything. And I had taken about 100 kinds of medicine this morning. I took everything that's given to me.
半碗的，哇
It's about half a bowl.
半碗，红白黄花绿，
Red, white, green,
全部都吃
blue,
下去，
purple,
颜色的要全部吃。
yellow, all kinds of colors of pills.
上法座以前我还咳嗽，
And I was still
我
coughing
也咳嗽，讲
before
就咳
getting on this Dharma throne. Actually, I was still coughing seated here, but as soon as I'm giving Dharma talks, I stop coughing.
不的出，
That is
像童子
like the true of True Buddha School. I'm like a kid. I don't conceal anything. Maybe there is a special meaning in this. Maybe Golden Mother has something for me. I told her, if you let me cough tomorrow, yesterday I told Golden Mother, if you let me cough tomorrow, then I would start to be a Christian. Because I was a Christian before. In the past, I told Golden Mother, I gained yogic response with Golden Mother. And once I gain this yogic response, Golden Mother is me and I am Golden Mother. So if I cough, Golden Mother is also coughing. So I told Golden Mother, do you like to cough? Do you like to cough? So that time when I was coughing, immediately I was cured. And this time I also told Golden Mother the same thing. If when I cough, you also cough because we have yogic response. Do you like to cough? And she completely ignored me. It didn't work. So I tried a different thing yesterday. If you continue to let me cough, then I would believe in Christianity. I know how to memorize all the Bibles. Matthew, Mark, Lucas, John. Those are the 4 saints. Matthew, Mark, Lucas, and John. And Corinthians, and there are many books to the Bible. I could memorize them. And in the old Bibles, the first one is Genesis, and at the center, is the Proverbs. So, Golden Mother, if you let me cough tomorrow, I would become a Christian, then I would start chanting Amen and not Amitabha. Amen is shorter and easier. Amitabha would be 4 syllables. And she also ignored me. Oh, I'm so upset. But what I said was true. True. I am truthful, like the true Buddha school. So when Golden Mother took me to see my own past lives, Padma Kumara, it was really vivid and clear. And it's still vivid in my mind till today because it's truthful, it's the truth. So when I speak, I never lie to people. I saw my own past lives and I would say so. So this is my spirit support for this past 40 years. That Padma Kumara is really real and true. It's not created, it's not manipulated, it's not a fraud. And I guarantee to you that I've been to heavens, been to hells, I've been to the Mahadapa lotus ponds. And I truly saw Padma Kumara, I heard Padma Kumara.
完全真实不虚。
They're all completely true.
我们生活中的立足点，出不了school的立足点就是
The foundation of True Buddha School is in this true.
今天大家注意，就是说，今天如是尊本身不忘你。
So the foothold of True Buddha School is in this truth. And I really wish that all of us stay committed in our spiritual cultivation. If you stay committed, if you have strong commitment, that you will definitely have attainments. Some of my behavior are good and some are not so good. And maybe you see some of my misconducts, but please do not be astray from the spiritual cultivation. And you need to believe, because all that Grandmaster saw, heard, and Grandmaster's Buddha Dharma are true and authentic. So don't look at my shortcomings, don't pay attention to my shortcomings, but just focus on the strength and positive sides. So the true is really truthful, and True Buddha School is everything about True Buddha School is truthful. True is key in the True Buddha School. So the father asked Bill, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And Bill thought about it and said, "A banker." And I want to start now. And Dad was really happy. That's great. So you want to get ready from today? What have you done? And Bill blinked his eyes and said, "Granddad, Grandpa, Pa, Ma, please start saving your money with me." So he wants to become a banker. And he wants to open a bank and ask everybody to save their money there. But Grandmaster is not a banker. Grandmaster's bank is in the Maha Double Lotus Pond. That's a real Maha Double Lotus Ponds, a real Pure Lands. That Pure Lands are real. So that's why you need to save your resources, your savings in heavens. So all the good savings, good resources, you need to keep them at the Maha Double Lotus Ponds. So the West, so happy Buddha country's bank. That would be a real bank. Long ago, there was a country, there was a war in the country, and the commoners, the people, stayed in line for about 2 hours to buy bread, and he got angry and said to the person behind him, he cursed and then turned around and left. And he said, I want to complain to the president. And he's back half an hour. He wanted to assassinate the president. And then half an hour later, he's back. How come you're back? And he said, oh, because there's a long line to assassinate the president. And the line is even longer than this line to buy the bread. So it's very important to be a leader. As a leader, it's very important. As a leader, you need to use earnestness to treat all the people. And also the leader of a religious group, you need to use the utmost sincerity or earnestness to treat all sentient beings, and you treat every being as a Buddha. And that was spoken by Mother Teresa. Master Lien Yue had been visiting Mother Teresa in India. So the spirit of Mother or Saint Teresa is that's her attitude to treat every being, toward every patient, every being. She treated them as God. And as a leader, you need to be really honest and sincere toward his students. And you treat each and every student as a Buddha, Bodhisattva. To treat all the disciples as Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and serve them. And this means truthfulness, sincerity. This way, the leader will be respected. So as a leader, this is very important. You respect every single one. You treat them as the one that you admire most, and you treat every single one as a Buddha. So look at Saint Teresa. Look at her spirit. She treats everyone as God and serves them like God. That's why she became a saint. So Mother Teresa is truly a saint. She treats everyone as like to be God. And today, Grandmaster Sun Lu learn and treat everyone as Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So this is the true in true Buddha school. And we don't have sects. So if we treat everyone as Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you treat other schools or other factions or other religions as Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And in this case, in this situation, we would have world peace. The Sanmin-主义, that the global, just like one global village would be able to be realized of. So Xiaopei was having a backache and went to see a doctor and asked the doctor, why do I have ache in my back? And the doctor just shook his head, and Xiaopei asked why. And doctor said, oh, did you have a date last night with your boyfriend? And Xiaopei said yes. And the doctor asked, we went to the cemetery, right? Yes. So did you exercise heavily? Yes. And then, whoa, you're incredible. How did you know? And then because on your back there was a writing, ancestors. So it's not prediction because they are proofs and evidence and using logic. And in true Buddhist school there's also logic and deduction. Why is it true? Does it mean that the rest are false? There was the lay practitioner Feng Feng, and he said that Tsang Lu called his school true Buddhist school. So does it mean that all the other Buddhist schools are false schools? No, they're all true Buddhist schools. They're all true. Grandmaster Lu's school is true, and all other schools are true too. Because Sakyamuni Buddha is truly a saint, the awakened one, the enlightened one, and he is truly the Buddha. That's why Buddha Dharma are all true. So we need to rely on logics and deduction and wisdom, reasonings, inference. So it's not just words of the lips. That Grandmaster Lu really saw, really heard, have been to the heavens and hells and Mahadouble Lotus Ponds, and they're all real and truthful. And Buddha, the Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, he's enlightened and he's the awakened one, and those are also true. So today talking about true. The mayor took two of his attendants climbing the mountain, and they fell off the cliff. And they tried to save them with the with the branch. And then they said that, well, maybe the attendants should let go. And the mayor and the mayor said, I'm the mayor, so I should just forsake myself to help others. So if I let go this rope, then you need to work hard, and please do not disappoint the people. So when the mayor fall off, these two attendants clap their hands and but Grandmaster is like this. When Grandmaster is with all the disciples, I'd rather have all the disciples go to the Mahadouble Lotus Ponds Grandmaster had been a Christian, so I also have embodied the spirit of Jesus Christ. And Jesus said, I'm a shepherd, and all the lambs are in front, and the injured lamb I carry in my arms. And I am the shepherd, and guide all the lambs to go to heaven, and Jesus would be last. And I wish that all true Buddha disciples go to the Mahadabha Lotus Ponds, and Grandmaster would be last. So Grandmaster has this sacrifice. I've been coughing for half a month, for 2 weeks, and yet I'm still here. I didn't take time off. I still have to get onto this Dharma throne and to give Dharma teachings and to perform Homa and give blessings to everyone. Let's cure all the sicknesses of all sentient beings. And before the sicknesses of all sentient beings are cured, Grandmaster's cough will not be cured. You're clapping, so you would fall off. And they took a couple of chopsticks and hit the kid, and the chopstick broke. And then the first son, the second son, and the third son were all broken. And then the fourth son too broke the chopsticks. And then the kids asked the dad, are you trying to tell us that the unity is stronger? You know, but these chopsticks were actually used by the Emperor Qianlong. It's very valuable. So you need to understand the true teaching of Grandmaster. Don't misunderstand. So true Buddha school is most valuable. What is most valuable on this earth? Only truth is most valuable. The truth is most valuable. What is most valuable on earth? Actually, not even diamonds. Gold also not valuable. And bills, they are recognized by the government. Actually, True Buddha School have lots of bills, and there are billions. Because we recognize them, they are billions. So, if True Buddha School recognized them, then they would be real. Like the bills, the dollar bills, because they are recognized by the government, so they are real. So today, Grandmaster Lu said that True Buddha School is truthful. It's true. And what is most valuable of True Buddha School is that true. If your commitment in spiritual cultivation is very strong, you're guaranteed to have attainments. So what is true? Look at Grandmaster seated here giving Dharma teaching. He doesn't cough at all. But when I get off this Dharma throne, then I would start to cough. But maybe not. Because last week, when I was giving Dharma talks, I was not coughing, but afterwards I was coughing. He took $2,000 and wanted a Toyota Camry, and he's a drunk old man, and the salesman said, "It's not enough." And he said, "But wasn't it written that Camry 2000 cc?" So he thought it's $2,000, $2,000 NT. You know, come on, but a Mercedes-Benz is 500. It's the model, the numbers. So these numbers, 2,000 or 500, are not real, are not. But the true in Buddha school are real, are true. Right? So the most valuable about True Buddha school is the truth. So vote the true one, because today is the election day, and everybody said, "Is it right? Is it good?" Okay. They are campaigning before the election. So have you laughed today? And Mom said, "Your room is like a pig stall. Well, why don't you tidy up your room?" And the son said, "Have you ever seen a pig cleaning up his own pig stall? It's actually the pig farmer who clean up." So the one that nurtured pigs, that cleaned the pig stall. So Grandmaster is the same. You go to buy a double lotus ponds, and then all the karma rubbish that you left on earth, Grandmaster will take care of them and clean them up. One by one, I told my Yidam, Golden Mother, Amitabha Buddha, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, to purify all sentient beings and let me carry their karma. Let me take responsibility for all True Buddha school disciples' karma. May their karma be completely eradicated so that they can be completely purified by the Homa fire, that after each of their participation to the Homa fire ceremony, they would attain infinite purity, infinite radiance, and infinite happiness. As a guru, I am willing to take upon myself the burden of the disciples' karma. Then that would be a true guru. Only a true guru would do this. Thank you, Grandmaster. A voice from the audience. Om Ami Devasya. Om Ha 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 Wei Samye Swa. 希望三本尊以及所有的金刚护法。I pray to my three Yidams and all the Herukas Dharma protectors and my lineage gurus, let me take upon myself the burden of all true Buddha school disciples' karma upon myself. A asked B, oh, what should I do? On Valentine's Day, I have no Valentine. And B replied, on the Ancestors' Day, do you want a dead person accompanying you? But Grandmaster is willing to accompany all true Buddha school disciples. What's the difference between Valentine's Day and Ancestors' Day? We all burn money. On Valentine's Day, we burn real money, and on Ancestors' Day, we burn paper money. And on Valentine's Day, we told a living person ghost talks, and on Ancestors' Day, we talked to the ghost, a human talk. So true Buddha school is true, and I speak human words to true people. Right. Is it good? Then vote for me. Wang played the cards and lost $10, and his wife pitiful of him, and she said, "This is not bad, because last week I saw a man was being scolded by his wife, and that's really embarrassing." He told his friend, and then his friend said, "Oh, this is not so bad, losing $10, because I saw a man was being scolded by his wife in the market." And then Wang said, "That was me." So, but look at me, because why did I want to establish True Buddha school and propagate Tantric Dharma? Because by establishing True Buddha school and spreading the True Buddha Tantric Dharma, I have to take the burden of the karma of my disciples. It's not easy to be the leader or the founder of a religious school, and they have to work very hard and meet all kinds of adversities. And yet the truth is, Grandmaster practice every single day, writes every single day, and pray for all sentient beings, and eradicate the karma of all sentient beings every single day, and never tired of it. And because of this, it is called true Buddha school. If I stop doing it for even one day, then it wouldn't be true. But in this life, Grandmaster is really diligent to perform his practices, to write, and to salvage sentient beings. What time is it now? Oh, time flies. And I'm very happy to talk here. Oh, Mani Pemi Home.